quiet corners of our minds, where our thoughts echo and our insecurities linger, resides a relentless voice, the inner critic. It's the voice that whispers doubt, amplifies our shortcomings, and feeds on our vulnerabilities. This inner critic, often unnoticed but always present, can become a relentless hook, trapping us in a cycle of self-doubt and self-criticism. This inner critic often shoots us with a second arrow. Buddha mentions, first arrow is life's inevitable gift of pain, while the second arrow is the extra layer of suffering that we, quite unknowingly, impose upon ourselves through our reactions to the first arrow's sting. This second arrow is often powered by our fears and insecurities, turning into anxiety and hot coal of anger that we stubbornly hold on to. This is where we often lose sight of the fact that, while the first arrow's pain was not in our control, the second one is entirely up to us. Why then do we shoot ourselves to amplify the pain? In the journey called life, we often encounter situations that challenge us, that force us to confront our fears and insecurities. Your reaction to these challenges, whether it's fear, anger, or despair, represents the second arrow, the unnecessary suffering that we often inflict on ourselves. Life, in all its complexity, is a journey of stopping the second arrow. The ups and downs, the joys and sorrows, the triumphs and failures, all are part of this cosmic journey. Just as a potter shapes a pot out of clay, we, with our reactions, shape our experiences and our realities. The key is to learn how to stop the second arrow, to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and compassion, rather than reacting out of fear or anger. How then can we journey through life? There are moments when we feel strong and invincible, able to stop the second arrow with ease. And then there are moments when we feel vulnerable and fragile, wounded by our own reactions. It's important to remember that both these experiences are essential for our growth and healing. Our ability to stop the second arrow helps us cultivate resilience and compassion, while our wounds from the second arrow serve as valuable lessons that guide us on our path towards healing. While understanding the profound symbolism of shooting the second arrow, let's take a moment to reflect. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you were able to stop the second arrow, to respond with compassion and understanding, rather than reacting out of fear or anger? Or have you ever been wounded by your own second arrow, your own reactions to life's challenges? How did these experiences shape you? How did they influence your perspective on suffering and healing? By reflecting on these questions, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own nature, our own journey of choosing to shoot the second arrow. Comment below about your life experiences. How do we stop the second arrow? Let's explore the role of mindfulness in reducing unnecessary suffering. Mindfulness is like a mirror that reflects our inner world. It helps us recognize our reactions, our second arrows, and understand how they influence our thoughts, emotions, and actions. By cultivating mindfulness, we can learn to stop the second arrow with grace and ease. We can learn to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and compassion, rather than reacting out of fear or anger. Stopping the second arrow is a beautiful metaphor for life. It reminds us that we are not just passive observers, but active participants in the cosmic journey. It invites us to embrace our pain and suffering, to recognize our reactions, and to cultivate wisdom and compassion in response to life's challenges. Remember the choice you have with the second arrow. Embrace your pain, your first arrow. Recognize your reactions, your second arrow, and cultivate wisdom and compassion, your choice against the second arrow. Second, watch this video on the ego and insecure joker who shoots the second arrow and keeps us in his grips.